man, I've missed comfortable 3-0 victories. I mean, the only thing better than a last-minute winner is following it up with another win. So in this video, I'm just going to talk a bit about the match against Villa. I'm going to look at the Gravenberch signing and kind of look at our transfer window as a whole, and then some other stuff. What a hook. First of all, Dominik Szoboszlai. Yes, I think I'm in love with him. He's just so talented. He's got such energy, skill, and more than any of that, he is such a hard worker. First of all, the technique for his goal is absolutely sublime. I was expecting when the ball was shot for it to kind of bounce a bit. It's just, I swear, if that goal wasn't there, the ball would currently be travelling around the world 3 feet above the ground and not moving an inch. It was struck so sweetly. He just looks the fucking business. He's big. He's 6'3", strong, fast, and you know what else? He's super talented, and immediately is like one of our best players. But more than that, he is such a hard worker. And more than that, I feel like what we lost, the big thing that we lost with Hendo was the sort of standards that he demanded from everyone. But Szoboszlai has that. He demands the best. I felt like when I was watching the match, because I was watching it on kind of like a small screen, and every time someone did something well, I was like, who was that? Because it takes you a second. I'm like, fucking Szoboszlai again. I was like, by the 5th or 6th one, I just stopped asking. I'm like, that's Dom. My man. But I'm so happy with him. I just, out of all, I mean, I'll get to our transfer business at the end of the video, but man, to think that we were potentially going to end up with Mason Mount and ended up getting him instead. Whew. Second goal is all about that pass from Trent. It's just beautiful. And Trent was absolutely class in this match as well. Just did what he does very well. Had great cover with Gomez. More on that in a bit. Just played to his strengths there, and I thought he was class. So he got injured. Apparently it's not too serious, but apparently he's going to miss the international break. So mad about that. Well, I guess he'll be just extra fit for us then. I wish I loved anything as much as Darwin Núñez loves smashing the ball off the woodwork. He was an absolute handful again. Oh my God, what a nightmare for defenders he is. He's tall, he's rapid. He's not just fast, he's rapid. And just what a handful. Like, he was, caused the second goal, got a bit lucky there. Off the bar, assist for Salah's goal. Should have scored another one. To be fair, that one where Salah kind of dinked it was a bit of an awkward sort of spot. He was kind of between two minds about kicking it and heading it, and it was just a little bit. So there was a little bit of the sort of wayward finish in the last year. But man, what a handful! The chances that he gets. It's just a small tweak, I think, for him to start slotting those in. Like I said last week, or for a few weeks, I think he's going to be absolutely unreal. And then Darwin assists Salah for his goal. Delighted Salah. I'm always delighted when Salah scores. Every time Salah scores, I'm like, good. He loves goals. But he kind of needs to keep scoring. He's kind of like he's like a literal addict for goals, which is why he's so good. But the flip side of that is that when he doesn't get the goals, I feel like he really tries to force it. You start to see him not passing as much, and just he becomes a bit of a, as we used to say back in the day, a DIY, a do-it-yourself, and just tries to beat people that he shouldn't be trying when there's a clear pass on and stuff like that. I'm glad that's not even entered into his thinking. He's got 2 goals now, and yeah, fucking brilliant. Honestly, this is one of those games where everyone just played well. Robertson played unbelievable. Our entire defence, to be honest, was great. He was great. Some great blocks, some great play in general. Matip, barring deciding to give them a corner for a laugh, was class. And again, barring that one slip, he was pretty much perfect. And he did. I mean, I think he was at his peak, I think, when he was partnering Van Dijk the year we won the league. If he can stay fit, and then we've got Kanate as well, of course, if he can stay fit. Gomez is only 26, and here's a stat for you. Gomez is now our longest serving player. He made his debut under Rodgers. I had no idea. I would have thought Robbo, Trent, something like that, but Gomez is officially our longest serving player, and he's had horrible luck with injuries, all different ones as well, and I hope now he can get a great run, particularly this season. Now I think would be a huge difference maker in our defence, particularly if we're playing that box midfield. I think he's almost essential to that. And dare I say, but we played with a little bit of swagger. Felt like the mood at Anfield, from what I could see from my television, was just good. Nice sunny day. Everyone's happy. It helps shake off the mindset of last season where you're doubting everything. But yeah, the fans were great. So you may have heard last week when fans were chanting Klopp's song. Of course, what he meant to say, according to his attorneys, is that he loves the song, but if you could just wait until maybe the full-time whistle, because it's all about the players, not me. The fans were waiting for that full-time whistle, like, Jurgen said to me, we'll win the Premier League, we can do it now, we can do it. And the icing on the cake is that only a day or two before we announced the signing of Ryan Gravenberch. From what I've seen, it's actually been one of the most impressive welcome to Liverpool YouTube compilations that I've seen from him. Great close control, great sort of vision, strength, great turn on the ball. Seems to be the exact sort of player that we need. Some people point to his time at Bayern not being the best, but in truth, Klopp wanted him before then. Anyway, he was a bit of a wunderkind. And let's face it, if he had been playing for Bayern, it'd be double the transfer fee. I think we've got youth, we've got energy in our midfield, and they're all so adaptable. They're all Klopp type of players. Fuck Jude Bellingham, how about that? All in all, I'd rate our transfer business a solid 8 out of 10. Another defender would have been great, but if we can keep our lads injury free at the minute, I think maybe they can get one in January and help us push on a little bit. But I'm excited. Okay? I'm excited, and you better believe I'll be first in line to get me tickets to the Europa League final in Dublin. If there's anyone watching who can hook me up with a free ticket, please. I'll plug this shit out of your product. But if not, I'll do it myself. A few other things. So there was loads of hat-tricks scored this weekend. One of them being 18-year-old Irishman, Evan Ferguson. He looks absolutely class. I don't know why more clubs weren't in for him. This guy's got it all. And I seen a thing there online. It was like, Evan Ferguson is eligible for England. I know most of the viewers here are actually English, but you get your fucking dirty hands off him. No, but seriously, but he's class. Born in, 2005? Chelsea lost. I know. But it's not all bad. At least all their players aren't tied into lifetime contracts.
Don't forget, you're here forever.
A word on everyone's little brother, Jordan Pickford. The save that he... First of all, it's a world-class double save. It's great. Last one kind of hits him on the face. He doesn't know anything about it. But, his reaction. I mean, he's odd. He's an odd one, isn't he? And it's like fucking Pickford. He's gonna love that. It's like fuck. The Arsenal United game. Man, isn't it just nice when you've got your job done and you can just watch the drama unfold and not give a shit about how it affects you? Because for me, if Liverpool don't win, I don't really watch football that weekend. No, I can't watch other teams being happy and celebrating and the relief and the joy that comes with goals and all this when I'm like. But I thought it was great, and I thought one thing just aesthetically that I really liked when Declan Rice scored that goal. Because it kind of hit off a few people before it went in, you couldn't quite tell if it was in, and you could just see the ripple from the crowd, like right behind the goal, and it just spread out to everyone. It's like they were the first to celebrate behind the goal, and then it just spread out. And the Arsenal fans who left in like the 80-odd minute, when you've got 8 minutes of injury time to go, it's 1-1. Like, it's not 4-0 down. Fucking ha. And finally, someone has the gall to headbutt Roy Keane at that United Arsenal match. Lucky he's got big Meeks to stand up for him. Here's my Roy Keane impression after getting headbutt. You're living in cuckoo land. Go on, big Meeks. I say the guy was shitting himself. Plus Roy could handle himself, no question, but I love to see that bromance just developing further. So, delighted with that. Now we've got the international break. Yay. Anyway, now since there is an international break, let me know next week, because I won't be able to review anything. What would you like? Is there anything that you'd like a video on? I'll sort of have a look through the comments if you want to leave any, and let me know what you'd prefer. Otherwise, I'll catch you next week, and thank you so much. By the way, thank you so much for the support. I am absolutely loving doing these YouTube videos. I would do more if I could, and I will eventually do more. But I'm really, really enjoying doing it. So thanks very much for making it so enjoyable, and for all the comments and likes and all the usual shit. What a fucking time to be alive. Up the Reds.